Hey, the latest iPad Pro models have been revealed, and it's just been confirmed what we've been expecting from this year's release. Nothing much. M2 chip was the main deal of this upgrade, along with the new connectivity options and one software feature that makes sense only if you use Apple Pencil. Yet this shouldn't be a reason not to get excited for what's coming in the near future, because I do believe that this will be the iPad Pro we were waiting for. But let's talk. Before we continue, question for you. What kind of feature you would want to see on the next iPad Pro? Please answer in the comment section below. Hi friends and welcome to Digital Marketing channel. My name is Marko and this is your dose of Apple news, leaked information, tech rumors and reviews. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and don't forget to enable all notifications so you don't miss the next video. This one is powered by MOFT. Check out their amazing origami style iPad, iPhone and MacBook accessories. Get a discount via Digital Marketing channel. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. While this year's iPad Pro lineup may appear as a very minor release, it isn't the first time that Apple is doing this. But let's be honest, it's almost insane to expect something so different when every new iteration of these products is coming frequently. Yes, there are companies that are willing to do that, not for a long time, or they are simply not defined by recognizable design. We had similar situation with iPad Pro models when Apple announced 2020 lineup that used the same chip as the ones that were featured in 2018. The only difference was it had one extra graphics core unlocked, new dual camera setup with LiDAR and 6 gigs of memory instead of 4 as a base all across the board. Although it does look that this year Apple cut a bit more corners than they normally do. But then on the other hand, we've seen more dramatic changes in its operative system and features that have been showcased with the introduction of iPadOS 16 are proof that Cupertino giant is not blind and are fully aware that the biggest obstacle for the growth of iPad product line actually lies in its software limitations, which is why its hardware is in many ways underused. But that's not the point. As consumers, we are spending a lot of money and we want more than just the software improvements, especially if these problems are intentionally made, like the one with memory limit for apps, which has been resolved. Though it may seem that Apple is launching iPad Pro models every 18 months, there are instances where this rule didn't apply, like in case of introduction of the M1 based variant, which has been released in April 2021, just a year after its predecessor. This is why it's difficult to predict, will there be 2023 iPads for professionals, or we are condemned to wait for 2024. Rumors about potential arrival of the 14-inch model could complicate things, but it doesn't have to. If Apple opts to skip 2023 release and just features the largest iPad Pro to date as the only new model, this could be an opportunity. You see, back in 2015 when the original 12.9-inch iPad Pro arrived, its sales were surprisingly good. Although it's not certain will this big iPad be the Pro in the first place, considering that it will not have mini LED or OLED if we are to trust some reliable insights. But this story doesn't end there, because just yesterday we've heard that there is one more iPad which should be even bigger. We are talking about 16-inch juggernaut, which according to leaked sources could be Pro variant. If we combine this with possible 14-inch model, we may end up with iPad Pro lineup that matches the one of 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro models. Add as a cherry on the cake most recent rumor that suggests how Apple is testing version of the macOS 14 on the iPad. This is potential revolution. One of the most reliable industry insiders, Ross Young, wrote in one of his tweets that OLED iPad Pro models are to be expected in 2024. That would probably mean new design, possibly more narrow bezels, regardless if we may not need those. In case it does happen, we could see similar Face ID approach as the one on newest iPhone Pro lineup, a punch holes display bringing already a largely speculated dynamic island on the iPad, better speakers and and microphones are always something that we can anticipate, but possibility to finally see the third back camera within professional iPads for now could only be categorized as a potential surprise that many wouldn't use. I even dare to say there will be no third camera ever on the iPad. However, there is one change that I almost feel comfortable to look forward to, and that's a relocated front-facing shooter in the landscape mode, as we've seen on the latest entry-level iPad. One of the main critics of 2022 iPad Pro lineup was the lack of its implementation. Sadly, the presence of magnetic charger for Apple Pencil 2 simply made this difficult to accomplish within the current iteration. With the arrival of the next generation, this could be fixed. Will Apple achieve this by rearranging components, and by that I also mean potential redesign of the Pencil, or simply redesigning charging mechanism? We will know when time comes. The internals, however, shouldn't be something that would inspire curiosity, unless we get more improvements on the iPadOS front and much wider selection of professional-grade apps. M3 Silicon could be at the heart of these devices, possibly with more CPU and GPU cores. But what I would like to see is more memory selections as well, since this year we didn't see 24 gigs option even if M2 processor allows it. Maybe Apple is saving it for 14.1-inch iPad? These are some of the features that, beside reverse wireless charging and MagSafe, could make the next iPad Pro lineup more exciting than the one that we got this year. If you do have some other ideas, how else may Apple improve its next iteration of professional iPads, please don't hesitate to share in the comment section below. One thing is worth mentioning: this would probably raise the costs of these products, so having $799 and $1099 iPad Pros as starting prices would likely be impossible. I don't want to mention potential prices of 14 and 16-inch models, at least by Apple standards. And that would be all from me. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching this Digitalna channel. My name is Marko, talk to you soon, have an excellent day. Bye.